Welcome back to another week in new genre books. My name is Amelia, and from Locus magazine, I'm going to tell you all about the new science fiction, fantasy, and horror books being published the week of July 9th, 2024. This week, Atlantic City is swallowed by a biblical flood. Genghis Khan attempts to capture Persia with magic. Florida is overrun with cults, and a Korean store that sells dreams has disappeared again. First up, science fiction, we have 4 titles. From Peng Shepherd, we have All This and More, out from Morrow in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a quasi-science fiction literary novel that lets readers choose different routes for the lives of the main characters. At 45, discontented Play It Safe Marsh gets on a popular show that uses quantum technology to let contestants revisit their pasts and change their present lives. Which, and this is me editorializing again, I think it's probably a good thing that we can't revisit our pasts in real life, because how would we maintain any accuracy with grammar if past, present, and future are all one great big mishmash? Hold my beer, I'm about to go make this giant mistake that I have then come back in time and fixed. It's the grammar that's the problem. From Mateo, Askaripour, we have This Great Hemisphere, out from Dutton in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a science fiction novel set 500 years in the future. A young invisible woman gets a job with the Northwestern Hemisphere's premier inventor, an eccentric and enigmatic non-invisible man. Always good qualities in an employer, eccentric and enigmatic. I mean, as long as the payment clears, it's still a job. Then we find out that her older brother is the main suspect in an assassination. From Himant Nayak, we have A Magic, Fierce and Bright, out from Simon & Schuster in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a young adult science fantasy novel set in South India. Technomancer Aja just wants to be left alone to find her missing sister and earn money to take care of her family. Her rare ability to wake electric machines makes her a coveted political pawn. From Laura Vandenberg, we have State of Paradise, out from Farrar, Straugh, and Giroux in hardcover and ebook. This is a thriller novel with science fiction elements about a woman who returns to her Florida hometown where things have gotten weird. Her mother's cult, her sister's constant immersion in virtual reality, missing citizens, ominous cats, and more. Next up, horror, we have 3 new books this week. From Darrin Doyle, we have Let Gravity Seize the Dead, out from Regal House in trade paperback and ebook. This is a horror novella set in 1907 and 2007. A family moves into an old cabin in the woods, and then the 2 teen daughters discover a violent presence from the past they call the Whistler. From Chuck Tingle, we have Bury Your Gaze, out from Nightfire in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a horror novel about the entertainment industry and AI. Misha Byrne is a gay screenwriter trying to make the sort of shows he wanted to see as a boy, but after he refuses to kill off his lesbian lead characters, he starts having terrifying encounters with monsters from his own movies. From F. Paul Wilson, we have The Upwelling, out from Macabre Inc. in trade paperback and ebook. This is a horror novel, book 1 of a series, The Hidden. Pam Sermon learns there were things she didn't know about her late husband when his body won't burn in cremation. And then an apocalyptic upwelling swallows Atlantic City and its inhabitants. Next up, fantasy, we have 10 titles. From Sarah Beth Durst, we have The Spellshop, out from Bramble in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a cozy fantasy romance novel. Kiela, a librarian at the Great Library of Alicinium, saves precious spellbooks from a fire and revolution. She flees to her remote childhood home and tries to assist the town by secretly helping them with forbidden magic. You know, I was worrying about the secretly helping and the forbidden magic because all of that sounds like something we should worry about, and then I remembered it's a librarian. She's got this. Thank you to all my librarians. We'd be lost without you. From Asha Tanki, we have debut novel 1,000 Times Before, out from Viking in trade paperback, ebook, and audio. This is a queer literary speculative novel, a family saga about women who have a tapestry that lets them relive the memories of the women before them. From Stephen Aryan, we have The Blood-Dimmed Tide, out from Angry Robot in trade paperback, ebook, and audio. This is a historical fantasy novel, the second in the Nightingale and the Falcon trilogy, inspired by the Mongol Empire's invasion of Persia. A young leader named Temujin has developed powers that will let him conquer cities. From the lovely Paolo Bacigalupi, we have Navola, out from Knopf in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a historical fantasy novel inspired by Renaissance Florence, Italy, about a young man from a powerful family whose fate is tied to an eldritch dragon relic and his adopted sister. From Shawn Carpenter, we have debut novel The Price of Redemption, out from Saga Press in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a fantasy novel, the debut novel in the Tides of Magic series. Despite her powerful magic, Marquise Enid de Tinkerville must flee by ship to escape the theocratic revolution. She's rescued from recapture by a young sea captain who is in need of a sea mage. From Miye Lee, we have debut novel The Dallergut Dream Department Store, out from Hanover Square in trade paperback, ebook, and audio. This is a Korean magical realism novel. Penny is a new hire at Dallergut, a department store that sells dreams, located in a mysterious town hidden in our collective subconscious. Translated by Sandy Jusun Lee. From H.M. Long, we have Black Tide Sun, out from Titan Books in trade paperback, ebook, and audio. This is a fantasy novel second in the Winter Sea series. A prison break to save Benedict leaves him, Sam, and Mary trapped in a desperate race for survival in enemy territory. From P.H. Lowe, we have debut novel These Deathless Shores, out from Orbit in trade paperback, ebook, and audio. This is a fantasy novel, a gender-bent origin story told by Peter Pan's Captain Hook, about Jordan, a former lost boy who, as a 22-year-old woman in withdrawal from the magic dust, returns to Neverland to confront Peter. From Hannah Lynn, we have The Daughters of Olympus, out from Sourcebooks Landmark in trade paperback, ebook, and audio. This is a fantasy novel retelling of the story of Persephone. Hades kidnaps a woman and renames her Persephone, Queen of the Underworld. Demeter will destroy anything to bring her daughter back. From Jen Lyons, we have The Sky on Fire, out from Tor in hardcover, ebook, and audio. This is a fantasy heist adventure novel set in a world ruled by dragons. Anarod is rescued from being captured by a local warlord, but her rescuers want to take her away to the dragon-ruled sky cities where they need her help to steal from a dragon's horde. Finally, in anthologies and collections, we have 3 titles to talk about. From Debbie Felton, we have Titans and Giants, Myths and Tales, out from Flame Tree Collections in hardcover. This is an anthology of short stories featuring giants and titans in myth, legend, and folklore, and modern short fiction from all over the world, part of the Epic Tales series. From Vaughn A. Jackson and Stephanie Pearre, we have Beyond the Bounds of Infinity, out from Raw Dog Screaming in trade paperback, hardcover, and ebook. This is an anthology of 20 diverse cosmic horror stories by authors from historically underrepresented groups to reclaim a genre that wasn't always welcoming. Authors include Timaeus Bloom, Amanda Headley, Pedro Iniguez, Mary Sangiovanni, and L. Marie Wood. Forward by Jackson. From Tamara K. Selman, we have Cul-de-sac Stories, out from Aqueduct Press in ebook. This is a collection of quirky exurban tales, volume 92 in Aqueduct's Conversation Pieces series. That wraps up this week. Thanks for spending some time with us at Locus. We set out to tell you everything we can that's happening in the science fiction, fantasy, horror publishing space. We are at Locus Mag or at Locus Magazine on most platforms. You can read more about the science fiction, fantasy, and horror field over at www.locusmag.com or help us out by donating to our Patreon. We are a 501c3 nonprofit. Come back and see us again soon, and we'll be here next week with more new books.